It's interesting. Like, you never hear of the May 9th tender.
Right.
And LeGarrette Blount's, shopped himself.
Well,
the Giants, we thought, had interest.
Right. And the reason you have the May 9th tender is because if he doesn't sign a contract with the with anybody else outside of the New England Patriots up until July, I think, 21st, he then only can sign with the Patriots.
Got it.
But if he does sign with another team between May 9th and that point in time, guess what the Patriots get in return?
Compensation and a draft
pick. They get a compensatory draft pick, which is something that...
So they did it. They May 9th them.
They did.
And now he's either going to be playing for the Patriots or they're going to get a draft pick from
somebody else
or
somebody else signs
which if you're LeGarrette Blount...
they're getting a draft pick from the NFL.
Well, here's what's weird about it, though. If you're LeGarrette Blount, no team has liked you enough to sign you to the deal that you want. Doesn't mean other teams haven't offered
you had 18 touchdowns last year.
Right. I mean, he was a stud. He's been a stud.
Yeah, but you see who the Patriots signed this offseason? Rex Burkhead and Mike Gillislee, one running back from the Bengals and one running back from the Buffalo Bills. And why did they sign those two particular players? Because we always make fun of the Cleveland Browns and analytics and all that crap, right? Because, oh, they're so analytical and they want to look at all these different things.
Right.
Well, two of the top producing running backs in terms of when they had the ball in their hands since they've gotten into the NFL is Gillislee and Burkhead.
Right, so they buy into the number crunching as well.
Yeah, sure they do.
But if you're LeGarrette Blount, they've, no team out there wanted you enough to pay what you're looking for, apparently. And number two, that what the Patriots just did to you, they just cut your value in half.
Well, the other thing, too, is that the Patriots do some really amazing things. Number one, they're doing this to LeGarrette Blount, and they also are doing something to Malcolm Butler. So Malcolm Butler has been kind of a hero for them since he intercepted the ball against the Seattle Seahawks in Super Bowl 49. And they tendered him his contract, so he's making like $8 million this year. But they go out and they sign Stephon Gilmore to a $14 million a year contract, who plays the same position.
Right.
I mean, it's just amazing.
They don't care.
And not only do they add Stephon Gilmore, they add Brandon Cooks at the age of 23. They add Dwayne Allen, a linebacker from the Indianapolis Colts. And what they do, and this Ernie Adams character that's in the shadows, the guy behind the guy, he's the guy that is basically talking with Bill Belichick every single day. They talk during the game when the games are going on.
Right.
This guy is a savant when it comes to football and analyzing football and players. He's also a guy that basically watches their practice from afar.
Right.
And will tell Bill Belichick, well, this guy's not practicing well.
He's
this
like the guy in the shadows.
Well. He self-scouts and all this other crap. So he is like the key to the key of the kingdom up there in New England. And what they do is they evaluate every roster in the NFL. This is the way it has to go.
Right.
And when the Indianapolis Colts sign one of their own restricted free agents this offseason to a big deal that plays the same position as Dwayne Allen, who they gave a big deal to last year,
right?
What does Ernie Adams do? Tells Bill Belichick, give Indianapolis a call because they may not want to pay these two tight ends this kind of money. Right. And we have money that we could afford to pay a guy like Dwayne Allen to come in here and be, Martellus Bennett.
Only the Patriots, though. Okay, they don't, unless your name is Tom Brady, they don't give a damn who you are, where you play. They're always looking for someone better.
And then you probably don't remember this in Super Bowl 50 out in San Francisco. Okay. Mm-hmm. There was a guy that was a defensive lineman for the Carolina Panthers who had one of the greatest all-time stat lines in any Super Bowl. I mean, for any player. I mean, he had sacks, he had interceptions, he had forced fumbles, and he had fumble recovery. His name is Coney Ely, and he played for the Panthers. Right. He would have gotten the MVP of Super Bowl 50 if they would have won. Everybody was talking about Von Miller and what a game, what a game, what a game. You compare the stat line for Coney Ely and Von Miller, Coney Ely had a better day.